Discord post. Oh. Okay, updated that again. That's better. And we'll get that going again. Oh, bear with me a second while I try to maneuver my phone. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Oh, hi everyone. Sorry, I'm just doing a couple of odds and ends. I'm gonna make sure my Discord is seeing I'm there. Okay, almost done. One more moment. Okay. Hi guys. Yeah. Back to work. Let's do this. Make sure I'm all set. Oh, that was fun. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the phone that I used for my camera might have just randomly updated or what, but it cut out the picture for a little bit. And of course, I'm not doing back and forth right now. I'm just doing real row crochet. Let's fix that. So we're doing a row of back loops only, and I'm just finishing up that row right now. Okay, next part of the pattern. We are done with row 9. Single crochet below the single crochet from last row. Ooh, this looks tricky. Ooh, I gotta do full page with this one. Okay, so I am, let's look at this. Single crochet below the single crochet from the last round. Okay. So it looks like, oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay. I think I got this. I think I got this. Let's get to it. I might have to frog this one, but we shall see. All right, let me just do one more back loop only so I can get past my marker. And of course the marker is in both loops, so it's hard to do. Let's undo the marker, a back loop only, single crochet, and then we get to start on this fun that is single crochet in the row underneath the one I just did. Let's do this. And they're going on top of it. Yeah, they are. Okay, well, let's do this. Ooh, this is a bit tricky. And is this back loop only, or is this? No, this is regular single crochet. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I kind of see the effect it's giving. Okay. I'm guessing this is where like the bend in the pot will be, like the base of the pot. But luckily this isn't too hard to do, and I don't think I'll screw up too much. Hopefully. Okay. Trying to find the right place for my hands so you guys can at least see somewhat of what I'm doing. At some point, I will get an above my head camera, but in the meantime, this little document camera that I used for online school is fine. Pull myself some slack over here. I'm just trying to get a better angle for you guys. There we go. There we go. Oh, lost that one. Stay on the hook, stay on the hook. There we go. So this is a plant pot for the Monstera that I'm going to be making when the pot is done. And it looks like it's a hanging plant, so I'm assuming at some point in the pattern you'll also make the strings to hang it with. Yeah, probably. Okay. That looks a bit weird, but I kind of like it. I've heard it's very noisy tonight. So my son has a Kanya, and around this time every night she gets a bit chatty because she wants to come out. And usually about this time my dogs will go into the bedroom and they'll go to sleep and we'll close the door. And then Bert comes out for a bit of fly around, but she hasn't been let out yet. So I'm sure if you hear her in the background, that's what that is. Okay. We're about 3/4 of the way there to get to this next one. Oh, excuse me. There we go. So very noisy. So if you are a lurker, don't feel like you have to chat. I'm very much a lurker myself, especially when I go to pages that I don't know the folks who are streaming very well. I just try to sit back and watch. I always follow though, just so I get some benefit out of me hanging out there and enjoying their content. All right, a few more stitches to go, and we are done with this row. So I got one more. Okay. That row looks like that row's done. Okay. Row 10 is done. And then row 11 is just a regular row crochet all the way around. Regular single crochet. So let's mark my start. And it looks like from here on out that it's just alternating between dropping to the next one. So this is top, drop. Just writing myself some notes on the pattern so I know what is what. Okay. So this is just regular rolled single crochet all the way around. And I like when it's like this because I don't have to count in my head, so I can talk to you guys a little more. So if you're new here, I'm also new here. I think this is probably only, I think I've done maybe 10 streams, if that, 9 or 10. I should probably look at the number of days that I've been streaming. So I'm still very new to myself, and I'm getting to know this. My name is Sarah. I am a special education teacher living on the East Coast of the U.S. I work in an elementary school, and specifically this year I'm working with 3rd and 4th graders. And what I do a lot of the time with my crochet projects is that they end up in my classroom. So my students will ask for, suggest things that I make with my profile picture of that round shark being the absolute favorite out of all of them. But I've done 3 different sharks now. I've got 2 hungry little very hungry caterpillars, an octopus, a pair of leggy frogs, and now I've got a Stardew Valley chicken that is just hanging out here because I finished it yesterday on stream. Yeah, I finished it yesterday on stream, and that's going to go live in my classroom starting on Monday. And then it's almost towards the end of the school year, so I have about 26 days of school when I get back on Monday. For my 4th graders, a lot of that is going to be field trips and little ceremonies and field day and grade day. My 3rd graders have a lot of those things too, but not quite as many because my 4th graders will be moving on to the middle school next year. And I won't have them anymore. But my 3rd graders, there's probably the strong potential that I will have them again next year, which I'm looking forward to because they are a fun bunch of boys to hang out with. I don't have any 3rd grade girls, and I've only got 3 of them for 4th grade out of my entire caseload of about 21 kids, I have 3 girls. So, and then after school, I run 2 after-school clubs on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, that's Crochet Club with 3rd and 4th graders, both neurotypical and special education students. And this week we're going to continue to work on single crochet. So I taught it to them 2 sessions ago. And the first session was, just getting to know how to do it. The second session was being more comfortable with it. And I really think, starting this coming Tuesday, they're going to be able to really get into it and really start making what they want to make. And then on Thursdays, I run a group for 1st and 2nd graders, so 6, 7, 8-year-olds. And it's just a general fiber arts class. So like last week we made God's eyes. The week before that we made little rainbow clouds on paper plates and yarn and things like that. So just playing with fiber, really. Okay, and that is that row done. So that is row 11 done. So now rows 12 through 24, repeat rounds 10 and 11. The even number rows, rounds crochet, and the odd number rows are 11. Okay. Let's do this. So I'm doing another set below. So 11 is done. 12 is a drop. Okay. Let's do this. Move you back over so I can see you guys. And I'm going to have to move this marker. I think that's better. Alright, there's my first stitch, and I will mark that up. There we go, that's better. Alright, so back to doing the underneath stitching. So, I hate it when the yarn kind of splits apart like that. Something Red Heart Super Saver tends to do a lot, but it's cheap. And I'm going to keep yours that way. So that's what you got to deal with. Oh, it's split apart again. What am I doing? Am I crocheting two? See? No. Here you go. That's better. Sorry, I just lost where we're supposed to go, and I needed to kind of pick it up to see a little bit better. So tomorrow night is, or tomorrow day, is divisionals for my son's track and field. So that's where I will be all day tomorrow. These things do tend to go on all day long, and I'm volunteering for a few hours on the awards table. So looking kind of interesting. That whole underneath stitch. Okay. It feels very stiff. But I know it's supposed to be. This is very stiff. Okay. I need to get something for my thumb because it's starting to be numb. Cheers. I did have a dig through my yarn stash to find a green for the Monstera plant. And the one I got is a bit on the light side. I'm not sure if I'm 100% with it, but I think it'll make a nice contrast. just don't know if it's dark enough to be in Monstera. Most of the Monstera patterns I've seen are not a totally dark green, but definitely darker than that. But it's for me, not for sale, so it does not need to be perfect. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. Just somewhere along the line, I stopped going into the one underneath. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm doing the right thing. I guess I don't trust myself. There we go. No, I'm not splitting yarn anymore. No, I'm definitely not. This was way under. Alright, I'm on row 12, which is a below row. What have I been doing? There it is. There. Okay. Oh, that was a while. I was on autopilot. Definitely on autopilot for that one. Okay, so my plan is to finish up this row and call it good for the night. Because I'm getting tired, and I can tell that by goofing up on my crochet pattern and just how kind of like spaced out beforehand. Okay. We're getting there. So I'm gonna call it a night soon. I'm looking forward to the summertime where I'm not working and I can do longer streams earlier in the day. Or at the very least, do a couple of streams a day, or maybe in the afternoon if you want at early 8 o'clock time. It seems to be quite popular for Twitch. We'll find out. Two more toe. Get that out of the way. And there we go. And that's that. Okay. We got quite a few rows done today. But I'm happy with the progress so far. So I'm going to pop off for the evening. It was good seeing you guys. Hope you have a lovely evening, and I will see you soon.